Docker container logging doesn't have to be a mystery. Every container produces output, and Docker gives you the tools to capture, view, and manage that output from the host. Container logs come from two streams inside the container: stdout for normal output and stderr for errors. Docker captures both, so nothing your process prints ever gets lost. A logging driver is the component that grabs those streams and decides where they go. The default driver is json-file, which writes each log entry as a JSON document on the host file system. To read those stored entries back, you run docker logs followed by the container name or ID. Docker asks the configured driver for the records and streams them into your terminal. 3 flags make Docker logs dramatically more useful. Use tail end to grab only the last n lines, follow or F to stream new output live, and timestamps to prepend each line with its RFC 3339 time. Here's the gotcha. JSON file grows forever unless you tell it to stop. Unbounded logs will eventually eat your disk. The fix is rotation, set per container with logopt max size and max file, or globally in /etc/docker/daemon.json. Quick recap. Logs come from stdout and stderr. JSON file is the default driver. Docker logs reads them back. The 3 flags, tail, follow, and timestamps unlock real power, and rotation keeps your disk safe. Welcome to this hands-on demo on viewing Docker container logs. We'll launch a real Alpine container, then retrieve its logs using the base docker logs command and 2 essential flags: tail and timestamps. Let's begin by clearing the terminal for a clean workspace. Running Docker logs with no arguments at all returns nothing useful because we haven't specified which container to inspect. This is the empty baseline we'll improve on. Docker requires a container identifier or name to fetch logs. Now let's clear again and launch a detached Alpine container named logdemo that simply echoes hi once and exits. The D flag runs it in the background, and name gives us a friendly handle to reference later. Docker prints the new container's full ID, confirming the container started successfully. With the container stopped but still present, Docker logs logdemo retrieves everything the container wrote to stdout and stderr during its lifetime. Alpine says if the echo hi produced just one line, hi. This is the simplest way to inspect what a short-lived container did. For longer running containers that emit thousands of log lines, you often only want the most recent entries. The tail1 flag limits output to the last n lines, here just one. It confirms our Alpine container logged exactly one line, the same hi we saw before. When debugging timing-sensitive issues, you need to know when each log line was emitted. The timestamps flag prepends an RFC 3339 timestamp to every line, showing the exact moment the container wrote hi. This is invaluable for correlating logs with external events. Finally, we clean up by removing the container with docker rm flogdemo. The F flag forces removal even if the container is still running, which is appropriate here since the container has already exited. Docker prints the container name, logdemo, to confirm deletion, and the demonstration is complete.